scary. It's not the scariest thing in the world though. At this stage of my life, the thing that I'm most scared of is aging. Now I don't mean getting older specifically, more the aging process. I don't want to start looking my age, that's my biggest fear. Fortunately, I have some really supportive friends, and one of them took me aside the other night and she sat me down and said, she was like, man, you don't have to worry about it because you're a guy, right? So a little bit of grey and some wrinkles is actually considered pretty distinctive. And I was like, you're so right, that really makes it a lot better. And it means my balls are doing a great George Clooney impersonation. That's the most mature joke I have, so let's wrap in. The other thing an aging male will do is look for sports or activities that are grossly inappropriate for a decaying carcass. And I've recently got interested in parkour. Now I don't know if you know what that is, some people do by the sound of it, but it's basically sprinting as fast as you can through an urban environment and jumping over stuff. Or as we used to call it in my neighbourhood growing up, it was resisting arrest. So I'll do that. I can do that at any age, and I guess I'll practice in Ipswich or something. I was going to say Kingley, but okay, just take a moment to think of a really witty segue, and then we'll talk about my favourite movie. Okay, good. I watch a lot of movies. It's I guess you'd say I've seen probably a metric dickload of movies, which is a lot. And my favourite is a little arty, sort of counterculture movie. It's called Back to the Future. And it's inspired me to do experiments in time travel. And as you know, the time machine has to go at 88 miles an hour to go through time. So that's 141 kilometres an hour. So I'm driving my car everywhere at 141 kilometres an hour. It doesn't matter where school zones, it doesn't matter. And if my calculations are correct, I should be transported back in time to when I don't have a driver's license anymore. I won't explain the math, it's pretty complicated. Moving right along, because that's crazy. I've been thinking I'm crazy lately, and I wanted to get it in writing, so I went to a psychiatrist. I said, look, doc, you gotta help me, what's going on with all these thoughts in my head, can you help me? And he was like, yeah, I'm a psychiatrist, come in, I'll tell you. So I did. 5 minutes flat, clinical diagnosis. Sits me down and he says, I'm afraid you're bipolar. It took a moment to sink in, I was like, wow, bipolar. That means I'm sexually attracted to polar bears and penguins? That's messed up. And technically that's the cutest way to phrase a joke that's essentially about bestiality. Okay, I've noticed in the media at the moment there's a lot of stuff about bullying. Everyone's anti-bullying, and I too can't understand why anyone would want to try and say something to hurt someone else, especially when you're told, the first thing you're told is sticks and stones will do the job. So I just want the kids to be efficient, goddammit. But I joke about that, and I shouldn't, but it comes from a really a raw place for me. I was bullied as a kid a little bit. I know it's hard to believe, but yeah, it was really rough because none of the boys liked me. The girls, they wanted nothing to do with me, and it was a Catholic school, so even Father O'Reilly was like, I like you, but just as a friend. Yeah, no, I was like 8 years old, and I can't get molested in this town. Are you serious? Seriously, you're talking about Jesus? But, so I'll leave you with molestation. How's that? Thanks for listening.